right, here we are with example 5 of flu virus spreading through the city, vaccination available, blah. If a person has the vaccination, the probability that they catch the virus is 0.1, without is 0.3. The probability of catching is 0.22. So let's think about this. If I'm going to make my tree diagram, then I'm going to start by thinking about, have they been vaccinated or not? So vaccinated is my first set of branches. And either you have the vaccine or you do not. I don't know any of those probabilities though. What I do know is the probabilities of catching the virus. So that's the next part. Do you catch the virus? Yes or no? Okay. These probabilities I do know. If you had the vaccine, so that's this branch, your probability of catching it is 0.1. That's still pretty high, 10%. But it's 90% that you don't catch it. If you did not have the vaccine, you have a 30% chance of catching it, which means you have a 70% chance of not catching it. Down below, we know that the probability of catching the virus is 0.22. Well, catching the virus means that you ended up either here or here. So yes, you have the virus. So these two things added together are going to make 0.22, but I need to know values to put down here. To get those values, I'm going to make an x here, and if this one is x, this one has to be 1 minus x because we know our branches always total one whole. So down here, I'm going to have 0.1x. I don't know why it's humming. Maybe my computer is hot. Okay, sorry. So 0.1x down here for yes, 0.3 times 1 minus x, and I know these two sum up and create 0.22 because the probability that we have the virus, so probability of virus is going to be 0.1x plus 0.3 times 1 minus x, and that's a total of 0.22%. So now we have an equation to solve. That's negative 0.2x equals, I'm going to add 0.3 to the other side, so I'm going to subtract 0.3 to the other side. So that's going to give me negative 0.08. Divide by the 0.2 to get my x value. To make sure I don't mess up, use my calculator. So 0.08 divide by 0.2, 0.4. Okay, so now we know that this is 0.4, which must mean that the probability we're not vaccinated is 60%. All right, so find the percentage of the population that has been vaccinated. That's 40%. Okay, since they asked find the percentage, we should give our answer as a percent. A randomly chosen person catches the virus, so that's our 0.22. Find the probability they have been vaccinated. That's going to be this. So probability that they have the virus given they were vaccinated. That's going to be 0.4 times 0.1 divided by 0.22. So 0.04 times 0.22. And again, don't leave decimals inside of fractions. So 4 out of 22 or 2/11ths. All right, so that's example, what are we on? 5.